2 weeks ago, Fiona talked about the concept of flow, the state of being absorbed in an activity that is both challenging but also doable. Something that's not boring, but not so difficult as to cause anxiety. It made me stop and think a little bit about why I feel so compelled to be involved with Unitarian Universalism, not just here at UCM, but also feeling the need to be connected to the wider UU community. And I think it's that sense of accomplishment I get from doing something that is absorbing, that is challenging, but also being supported by this community that is so accepting and embraces who I am and lifts me up when I'm feeling overwhelmed. My first exposure to Unitarian Universalism was in Toronto, when the Anglican theologians in my mandatory theology courses started to ask me to believe things that contradicted my rational scientific train of thought, and that led me to look for alternatives. Then as a graduate student at UBC in the 60s, Douglas and I joined the First Vancouver Church, and I was taken under the wing of a wonderful religious education director who saw beyond my insecurities and encouraged and supported me to take on more responsibilities and leadership roles. The RA community in the Pacific Northwest, which included British Columbia, Oregon, and Washington at that time, was a lively and embracing one and helped me grow. From there, we moved to a fellowship in London, where again we were both welcomed into that community and formed very close ties. Several months later, we landed in Ottawa, where our second son was born just a month after we arrived. When September came, we headed for the First Unitarian Congregation of Ottawa with a baby and toddler in tow, where again we were welcomed into that community. By this time, I knew that for my mental health, I needed a sense of connection that was more than just attending Sunday services. So that very first Sunday, I chased down the RE director, who I'd met from the Pacific Northwest, and asked her if I could serve on the RE committee at the time. We spent 32 years in Ottawa, which started as part of the St. Lawrence District. This is when the CUC and the UUA were not separated. Anyway, the St. Lawrence District included New York, but the Ottawa congregation is now part of the eastern region of the CUC. Over the years, I've been to many of those congregations, sometimes for training or to attend regional conferences or annual meetings, and often being billeted in people's homes, which gave me a chance to meet individuals in those congregations and form greater ties. Then we moved to Mississauga. That was about 10 years ago, where we deliberately moved to be close to UCM. But this time, I felt the need to just be for a while before becoming involved. And this community welcomed me and supported me until I felt ready to jump back in. Over the years, I've served in many capacities in the various congregations we've been in, and I have found that the CUC and also the Unitarian Universalist Association in the States, the staff have always responded immediately to any requests or questions that I've had, be it for support in staffing, for conflict resolution, or assistance in reaching out to other congregations for information or ideas. The CUC has embraced new and improved communication techniques so that now many of the seminars, conferences, and training sessions can be attended online and are scheduled so that they can be attended by members across the country all at the same time, giving us again a chance to reach out to other congregations. So this perhaps gives you an idea why I'm such a strong proponent of our denomination and of our connection